channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be showing you the perfect Valentine's Day makeup look. I know that's a bold statement, but I honestly feel like this is the perfect look for whatever you're doing for Valentine's Day. Whether you're just going to go get a beer at a local bar, or if you guys are doing something casual, or if you're going to like a really nice sit down fancy dinner, whatever you're doing for Valentine's Day, I feel like this eye look is appropriate. It's just like dressy enough with the lashes and the cat eye and a little bit of that crease color to kind of add a pop to any look. But because we are using a like more pearly kind of shimmery tone on the lid and it's not so colorful, it's still muted enough that you can pull this off with jeans or, like I said, any casual look. So I know it's a bold statement, but I really feel like anybody, whatever you're doing for Valentine's Day, even if you're just gonna sit at home in your pajamas, you can rock this eye look. On top of that, I really do think this is a perfect Valentine's Day look for whatever lip color you're wearing. You're gonna see at the end of the video, I end up going with a different lipstick. I'm wearing a more nude one now. It goes with both of them. So, like I said, bold statement, but I really do feel like it's appropriate for whatever you're doing for Valentine's Day, and I just really wanted to create it for you guys. I'm not gonna ramble on anymore. Make sure you guys are hitting the subscribe button before you head out. I really hope you enjoyed the tutorial, so let's go ahead and get started. Just gonna get started. As you can tell, I've already done my brows. I use the Anastasia Brow Wiz in dark brown like I always do, and I have gone ahead and prepped my eyelids, and again, I always use the same thing, the NARS Soft Matte Concealer, and then I set it with some translucent powder from Too Faced. This is the Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder. Today's look, I wanted to create like a soft kind of pinkish look for Valentine's Day, only because I feel like that's literally the look that you can wear with anything and everything. So I'm going to be using the Sigma palette, the Warm Neutrals Volume 2 palette. This is what she looks like. We got a lot of really good tones. There's a lot of like baby pinks here with a little bit of glitter. There's this pink here that kind of started this whole like pink trend for me. Otherwise, if you wanted to go a little bit darker, you can use that red one there. So we are gonna jump into this palette. First color I'm gonna go in with is Passion Fruit. So it's this one right here. And I'm gonna take this on a Sigma Tapered Blending E35. And this one, we're just doing it above our crease area. And we're just gonna do back and forth and then small circles. So just back and forth, and then again, small circles. So jumping back into the palette, I'm gonna go in with this like lightish brown color. This is the shade Toasty, and I'm taking this on a Sigma E25 blending brush. And this one, I'm just gonna focus it on the crease. Again, just back and forth, not really blending out, just on the crease. And I'm just using this to add a little bit of dimension. It's not going to like really like stand out in the look, but I just need it to add some depth right into this crease area, because otherwise it's just like one continuous color. Now I'm going to jump into another palette. This is also from Sigma. This is the Sigma and Beauty Bird The Dream palette. This is a limited edition palette. You can still buy this online. Otherwise, as long as you get like a color similar, that's a-okay. So I'm going to go in with this shade right here. This is called Ambidextrous, but it is like a kind of like, not really magenta, but a little bit. It's just like a darker kind of pink. I'm just going to take the littlest amount, and I'm going to do the same thing we did with this Toasty color. I'm just going to stick this in the crease to add a little bit more depth. And then I'm going to take a little bit more on that, and I'm going to blend this onto this outer part right here. I'm going to go back in with my tapered blending brush, and then I'm going to go into Passion Fruit again. And I'm going to work this right up here just to blend everything together. So this is what it should look like now. It's just like kind of like a light wash of pink so far. Nothing too intense, but you can tell there is some color on the eye. That is all we're doing with those other colors. You can totally intensify this look if you want. So if you wanted to go in with some more of that like magenta kind of color on the crease or the outer part, you totally can. I just wanted this to be a little bit more light, just because the lighter it is, the more it's going to be able to work with different lip colors. So whether it's like a bright pink or red, or whether it's like a nude lip, this is kind of like a perfect in between. But you can definitely darken it up if you want. I'm going to go in with the Sigma E58, the crease color brush. This is a dual-ended brush that came with the palette, but you can get this brush separately as well. And I'm going to spray MAC Fix Plus on it. Then going back into the Warm Neutrals palette, I'm going to take the shade Beaming and apply this on my lid. I love this brush because it's thin, so it really packs on color nicely, and it helps like kind of create that faux like cut crease that we want, so the color doesn't go everywhere. Take my E25 blending brush. I'm going to go back into that like magenta color just for a little bit and run it right along, right up here, just to redefine this area just a little bit more. Can do too is I'm going to take this E36 blending brush from Sigma. It's a teeny tiny brush, and this is perfect for areas like this where you want to like define the crease just a little bit more. This is perfect. Of course, we'll go back in and just run it through one more time, and this is what your eye look should be looking like right now. All right, I'm back. Looking a little bit different. I did go ahead and add some winged liner and lashes. For my lashes today, I'm using the 3D Mink lashes from Lily Lashes. This is in the style Paris. They're just like really fluffy and a little bit dramatic, but not too dramatic, so that's why I like them. But you totally don't have to add wing liner if you don't want to. I always do. I just like the way it looks. But as we can see with the eye look, you still get like a little pop of something, but it's not so overpowering, so super dramatic that it's gonna look like, well, we're just gonna go get a beer at a pub or something, and it's not gonna make sense. So that's what I kind of like about this. It's a little bit of pop of color, but it's not too intense. And I also did go in with this Cover FX blurring primer. This has been like my favorite smoothing primer ever. I will just hit it right here and then down on the chin and then right along where my nose is, because that's typically where I tend to have the most pores, and my T-zone is usually what starts going away and breaking up the foundation in the day. So this is a really good one if you have oily skin, if you have large pores. This is a really good one as well. Now I'm gonna go in with some liquid illuminator. This is the Temp 2 Liquid Glow. And you don't have to do this step, but I just like a little bit of a glow. So I'm just going to add it to my cheekbones, just like a dot or two there. And then a little bit over here. Go in with the Sigma Edge Kabuki, the F87. And I'm just going to dab it all along this area. And as you can see here, it just adds some glow, but it's not going to be so overpowering that it's going to make you look oily. And I'm literally pressing it into the skin. I'm trying not to like tug down or anything. To just press it back and forth. And there we go. For my foundation today, I'm going to be mixing two because I like can't make up my mind and I kind of want to have both, but I'm also trying to use one up. So I'm going to mix the Tint Idole Ultra 24-Hour Foundation from Lancome. This is a really good long-lasting foundation. I am trying to use it up right now, but because it is a long-lasting foundation, if you tend to have more oily skin, this one's going to be a really good one as well. It's more on the matte side, so it's going to prevent tons of oils from seeping through onto the skin throughout the day. And like I said, it does last since it is a long wear foundation. And then I'm just going to add like one pump of the Makeup Forever HD foundation. I just like how this kind of adds a little bit of a glow. And it's not a glow, it's like just like a healthy kind of like, I don't know, healthy glow to the skin. It's not like super dewy, but the combination of both of them I think just gives it like that satin finish to the skin that I really like. And I'm going in with the Sigma 3D HD Kabuki. And I really like this guy. It's so easy because it's like curved everywhere. You can like tilt it to the side or go right in here around the brows, which is really helpful if you do your brows before foundation like I do. Like I said, you could just tilt it this way, and because it's edged, it goes just perfectly right along the brows, I mean. And for my concealer, I'm going to mix two also, again, mostly because I'm trying to use one up. So I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Better Skin Superstay Concealer. It's a really lightweight concealer. It doesn't have the most intense coverage, so that's why I'm going in with a different one. But I really like the way it feels on the skin. It's very lightweight, and it's not too like matte underneath there. And then for the other one, I'm going to go in with the ColourPop, I don't know the official name, but it's the ColourPop Concealer. This one is more full coverage, but it's also super lightweight, so I'm going to go in with that one. And then the cool thing about this sponge is if you use the bottom, you could just use one of the sides or this round part right here. You use this other part. And I like that this one has like a point, so you get really up in there close to the eye. For my translucent powder, I'm going to use the Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder from Too Faced. I'm going to use the tapered highlighter brush, the F35 from Sigma, to apply this on so we can bake. While this face is cooking, we're going to go back into our palette and I'm going to smoke out my lower lash line. I'm going to take my blending brush and I'm going to dip into Passion Fruit. And I'm just going to run it right underneath. Also going to go back in with this smaller Sigma brush. This is the E36 into that like magenta ambidextrous color. And I'm going to run this underneath my lower lash line as well. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this NC15 NW20 pencil from MAC. This is the Studio Chromographic pencil, and I'm going to work this on my waterline. Finish off the eyes, I'm going to go into the Sigma palette with Beauty Bird and go into the shade Libra. And this is just like a pearl color, so any pearlish color will do. I'm just going to use this to highlight my brow bone. Also going to use this to highlight the inner corner. Moving on to the actual face, I'm going to contour and bronze with Benefit's Hoola Bronzer, and I'm using the F04 Extreme Structure Contour Brush. It says Extreme Contour, and I don't know why, because this brush is like really soft. But this is from Sigma. And I'm just working this on my cheekbones. For blush, I'm going to go in with the Sigma Aura Powder. This is the shade Cor de Rosa, and it's like a coral, but like a peachy kind of nudie coral. And I'm taking this on the F05 Small Contour. I'm running this on my cheeks. Last but certainly not least, I'm going to go in with the highlighter, and I'm going to use this Bar of Gold palette from Charlotte Tilbury. I'm going to take the Sigma High Cheekbone Highlighter F03 brush. This highlighting powder works really well, but you do have to wet it a little bit, so I'm just going to spray 1 or 2 pumps of Fix Plus, and I'm just going to kind of mix all of them together. Oh my god, and the glow, and then a little bit above here. Yeah, and this glow is like super intense. So then I will go back in with my blush brush and just run it a little bit here so it kind of blends into everything together. Sorry, I went to go do my hair quick so it's not like a hot mess everywhere. But as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, the great thing about this look is that it is a pop of color, but it's not so intense. So you can wear it with multiple different lip looks, whatever you are feeling. So I'm gonna go in with the LA Girl Perfect Precision Lip Liner. And I'm just going to line my lips quick. So for my lip look, I'm going to go in with this Maybelline Soft Matte Lipstick. This is in the shade Lust for Blush, and it's a beautiful kind of like magenta pink color. So once your lip color is on, your look is complete. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's tutorial. I really hope you guys learned something. Leave it down in the comments below what lip you would wear with a look like this. What was your favorite part of the look, or anything you guys want to leave down below. I hope you guys have a wonderful Valentine's Day, whatever you're doing, or Galentine's Day, whatever it may be. Before you guys head out, make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up, and you guys are subscribed by hitting that subscribe button down below. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video.